In the future, nations will just be a thing of the past. Because, like I said, they're bringing in a one world government, and I want to get into this about the truth of the one world government. What is it all about? Because they're they're manipulating people. They said this is the only way that we can make peace is if we set up a one world government. This is Satan, okay? Satan is clever. Now, I want to say this. This all has to do with the devil. Because Satan, he always has pride. That's what made him fall to earth, okay? Because there was no place found for him in heaven, so God threw him down to earth. He always has pride. And Satan wants to take the place of God. He wants to have all the power, right? So God created this world. This is God's world. So what does Satan want to do? Satan wants to take over the world. But because Satan cannot be everywhere at all times, so by this one world government, because God is omnipresent, He's everywhere at all times. So Satan cannot be everywhere at all times. So Satan is using all the surveillance cameras, the total information awareness, the drones that are spying on us from the sky, and plus the satellite. Because they said very soon in the cars, some places I think they already have them, they have these black boxes in the cars, satellite tracking devices. They know your every move. So the one world government all has to do with Satan, okay? He's working through the global elitists to set up the one world government, which will be run by the Antichrist. So this is where we are right now. But I want to say this. Every human activity in the future will no longer be private. Everything's going to be tracked, monitored, you name it. That's why they want everybody to have they're going because there's going to be a religious leader that will be working with the Antichrist. They're going to come up with a mark system. Everybody's going to have to take a mark. But I want to talk about this one world government. They're talking about, like I said in my other video, the only thing that's hindering them from having it is a total cashless society. Because the entire population of the world will be under total surveillance. There'll be no place to hide. Traveling will be restricted. You name it. And the military and the police will be on patrol, checking the highways. There'll be checkpoints. You name it. And they said they're going into computerized highways. The highways will be able to talk to you, the type of cars that people are going to have. You name it. They're turning this world into a prison planet, and this is the devil taking over. Because Satan wants to take the place of God, so this is what he's doing by this one world government. But like I was saying, they want to go into biometrics, okay? I want you guys to get this clear. They want everybody to go into biometrics because it's like we're living in an electronic age. Money has to go because we're living in an electronic age. Money is the old thing. Now money has to go. It's finished. So we're going state by state towards a cashless society. And very soon, because even here in Canada, the government of Canada has eliminated the pennies. And it's not going to stop with pennies. Next is going to be nickels, dimes, and it's going to go on. It's just going to go on and on and on and on. Like I said, we all have to stop printing money. It's all for the sake of the environment. We have to go to a new system, which they're already saying is biometrics, is the next generation. Now, biometrics is 3 measurements of the body. They do your hand and your palm. Electronic fingerprints. They scan your hand, and then you put these things on your eyes. It takes a picture of your eyes, and then they take a picture of your face. So now you're in the system, you're in the computer, because there's a push on the globe right now for every nation to have a citizens numbered with national ID cards. And they were trying to push this secretly through Congress February 2nd, 2013. The Bilderbergs were pushing it for all Americans to have this global ID card and the Western world, the Western atmosphere, which is Canada and other countries. This is a global effort, so I just wanted to let you guys be aware of this. But this whole thing about the one world government, it is Satan setting up his kingdom on earth. That's all that it is. He's setting up a one world government God's going to allow him to do this because Satan thinks he has it all. He thinks he's won. So God's going to allow him to do it. So when Jesus returns, Jesus is going to show him. Okay? Jesus is going to show him who rules supreme. Jesus is going to destroy his kingdom, his world government, and everything. He's creating a powerful army. Okay? That's what NATO is all about. They created a standing army for those that are opposed to their agenda by this New World Order, one world government. They're just going to throw these people into the FEMA camps and they're going to get rid of them. Like, it's ridiculous. I said very soon, like with the police state, okay? Like, say if you go outside for a walk or you're walking your dog or whatever, with martial law and with the police state, they can pull you over and ask you for your ID, and if you don't have an ID, they can throw you in prison. This is total control. That's why they want to get rid of the cash. Because people that use cash, they say there's something suspicious about them. Even the Department of Homeland Security said, watch out for people that use cash. They need to be watched on the most. Why? Because they cannot track you with cash. As long as we have cash, we can do whatever we want. But once we go into credit cards or microchips or whatever, then they can track you and they can check up on you and whatever. They actually got caught, by the way. I want to let you guys know about this, about the biometrics. Okay, biometrics. They share information commercially because there was a story about this girl that came out, but this had nothing to do with the biometrics, but just to show you how corrupt the government is, okay? There's this place called Choice Point, Axion. All these places have secret files on each and every single person, believe it or not, okay? They have files on everyone. They know where you lived within the last 10 years. They know where you were born. They know what school. They know where you graduated. They know where you worked. They know everything. So there was this girl. These people approached her. They started telling her all these things about her life. She was freaking out. Like, I didn't even know these people. I never saw these people in my entire life. And yet they were telling me every single thing of my life. I'm like, who are these people? And then they arrested her. They threw her in prison. And then after, they found out that they made a mistake. They manipulated the information that they had. These are the dangers of these technologies. Like even the power lines outside. Those are not normal power lines. Those are super information highways going between different government agencies. So this is what I want to say. They see us through satellites. They said this is all necessary. We're all being listened. Every telephone conversation, by the way, is also listened to by an organization, an echelon. We're listening to every conversation. Every conversation you make is recorded and tracked and listened to, and it's kept. They keep it in their database. Voice recognition. And the NSA, there's keywords that you say certain words on the telephone they catch. Allah, president, bomb, White House, or whatever. It sets a code thing in. And it sets the thing off. So I'm gonna let everybody know anyway. I don't care what people think. Okay, every cell phone is tracked. You're leaving a breadcrumb trail. Every text message you make is tracked, is read. Not because they have any interest in you, but just in case you become a threat to them in the future, then they'll have all the data that they have on you, that they need. Like, there's so many things. That's why they want us to go into, that's why they're putting black boxes in the cars. It's controlled by satellite. Like, they want to know everything we do. They want to run our life. That's why they want us to go into biometrics. All on that card, they'll know everything about you on that card. Your life is an open, your whole life is on a microscope. Your whole life is there. They know everything about you. They know what you bought, at what time you bought it, you name it. And many people say, oh, I don't care. Well, these people don't understand how the government works. This is all about control, like down through history. But this is worse. This is the very first time in human history, because all this stuff is leading up to the mark of the beast. And Satan, what did he always want down through history? He wanted to be worshipped. So they're also, because the global elitists, they actually say there's a new age coming. Okay, there's a new age coming. They're talking about one world government and a one world religion. That's how Satan is going to get everyone to worship him, by this one world religion. And because after, when he's thrown down to heaven, he sees that he has a short time left. He's raged. So he's going to destroy this one world religion. He doesn't care anymore about the people worshiping. He's going to go crazy. He's going to start freaking out. He's going to try to kill all the Jews, and that's when the Battle of Armageddon happens, and that's when Jesus Christ returns and he destroys the Antichrist. Imagine Satan living inside of a human being. There's going to come a time with that. There's going to come a time when this happens. So what else did I want to say? Yeah, this one world government all has to do with Satan. What he always wanted. He always wanted power. He wants to be like God. So that's why he's setting up all these surveillance cameras, tracking devices, listening devices on people's property. People don't even know. Like, it's crazy. Smart meters are listening to us. If you have a smart meter, try to get it off. They're listening to us. They're shooting radiation into your house because Agenda 21, they want to reproduce the world's population. They want to bring it down. You can see it on the Georgia Guidestones. Maintain humanity under 500 million. Like, the government's evil. It's corrupt. You name it. You can't trust your government. But many people are deceived, saying, "Oh, this is a good idea that we get rid of cash." But these people don't understand the agenda behind it. These people are laughing, and they say this is the only way that we can have peace is if we establish a one world government. And that's exactly what they're saying. And this is amazing too. Gorbachev, the communist of Russia, he was saying at one of the meetings, I forget where it was, World Summit or some, I forget, spiritual something. He said, we need a political leader with a religious leader to hold up the world. Now, isn't that significant? For those of you that know Bible prophecy, the Antichrist and the false prophet. Because the Antichrist will be political and the false prophet will be religious. That's exactly what they're calling for in everything. And this is it. So I just wanted you guys to know this is what the one world government is about. It's about Satan ruling over the whole world. That's going to be his kingdom. And this is what he's doing right now. He's setting up his one world government that God is going to destroy. And I want you guys to go below. I'm going to put a link below. This is crazy. This guy's a former CIA. This is for real, okay, guys? This is for real. Like I've been saying, the economy is going to collapse, okay? The United States economy is going to collapse. It's not an accident that the Department of Homeland Security has been ordering more ammo, more ammunition. Obama ordered 2,700 UN vehicles because they know it's not going to be held up much longer, okay? It's not going to be held up much longer. So this guy was saying that he was saying that the dam is about to break. He was saying the United States economy is about to collapse. And when this happens, there's going to be food shortage. It can happen within 24 hours, a lack of food supplies. It's not going to be good. So whoever you are, try to stock up food and water. Because this is exactly what they want. Because they said that we need a single bank system for the world. They're calling for a one world bank. For a single bank system, what do you need? You need a global currency. And that's exactly what they're doing. They have global currency conferences. They're all talking about it. So they want to bring the whole world into a single bank with a one world currency. This is what they want. They want a one world government, a one world currency, a one world flag, and a one world religion. And unite. We all become one. They want to unite everything. One world. So this, I can go on. Like it's crazy. You see it everywhere. For those of you that know the Illuminati, the symbols, it's all here. It's right before us. That's why they're going to bring in this financial collapse, and this is the very first time in human history where this can be fulfilled. Because in the book of Revelation, it says that nobody's able to buy or sell without taking this mark. That's a one world economic, a global economic system. And that's what they're bringing in, because right now the monetary system is deflating, it's crumbling, it's about to crash. And with time, Europe is going to take over the whole world. That's where everything's going to shift to Europe. There's going to come 10 powerful kings over Europe, and that's how it's going to rule the world. And that's where the Antichrist is going to come out of, is the European Union, and so on. This is Bible prophecy coming to pass, so I just wanted to warn you guys, this is what's happening. The one world government is coming, so if this happens before the rapture, do not take any biometric, do not take any national ID card. Just go to prison, okay? This is government takeover. That's why they're trying to pass a bill right now to get rid of the internet, SOPA, and everything. Because if we have freedom of speech, that's knowledge, you can find out knowledge like that, they want to get rid of it. So I can go on, like this is total control, like the Bible said, the Antichrist shall devour the whole world, trample it and break it in pieces. So this is the Antichrist system being set up. And that's all I got to say. So for my brothers and sisters in Christ, look up. Jesus is coming, and God bless you all.